in my own private Idaho, and this is my second video of the day. We have 6 days left of Christy's beautiful life, and this is day number 20. I want to say it's 24. So when I saw this sketch by Vikki Taguinod, I knew exactly the paper pack I was going to use with it. And today I am using On the Go from Stampin' Up. It is a travel themed layout. It has very bright colors, and I'm not that kind of girl. So I want to show you the different things I tried and what I went with and what I'm going to add. So in her original, she has a mixed media. So I thought, I've got mixed media, I'm going to try that. I'm going to show you the different things, and I'll show you my attempt to do mixed media with oxide inks, and then I used some Stampin' Up inks, and just the different things, and why I chose not to go with them. So this was with oxide ink. I used the Ranger oxide. I started with the dried marigold. I went with marmalade, and then the final one, oh sorry, this is marigold, marigold marmalade, and then pumpkin. And that's the mixed media that I got. But when I put it with it, I am just not a, I don't like really bright colors. So if you like this, yay. And I also, so the next thing I thought, well, I don't like the yellows, maybe I'll like the pinks. So I would try this. So this is me just using regular inks, and this is, so I started with the darker, and I used, Stampin' Up has in their catalog, on the new catalog, it's on page 77. It has the colors in rainbow order. So when you blend them, that's a great guide to do it. And so I just used my blending brush, and so this is what it looks like when you use regular inks. And the reason I didn't go with that, you can see how, because they're not a distressed ink, it's not a horrible color because I stayed in the same family, but there is a little bit of murking of the colors right in here, and you don't get that with oxide ink. This top part is the sun color combination, but I just used a sponge, which is kind of my go-to because I use a lot of cardstock and I use a lot of white paper. And I would say if you love the bright colors, and then another option I could have done is I could have just used the paper from the pack. I thought about using this color, but to me, I'm just not a bright colored person. And that's the beauty of scrapbooking, is you don't have to be. So if you're not into bright color, I'm using this pack. It has the cutest little objects. I'm using this entire pack basically as a cut apart. So I'll show you the pack. So if you love bright colors, this is your pack. If you're not a bright colored person, use it as a cut apart. And this is my second layout I've made with it, and I've been really happy with it. So so here is another one, and that is the back. Here it is, and that is the back. Cute little things that you can cut out. This one, and then this one. There are tags that you can place on this and die cut them out. I will be using this not in this color combination. I will probably cut out the keys and use them. I was thinking I might use prayer. I might make cards that say prayer is the key, or but I'll be using that separately. So I'm really approaching this paper pack as a cut apart. And here's some more. It's super busy. You could also use it on borders, but anyway, so those are the options that I could have had. And I did use, and there's a tag, and I've used the tags too. So these are cut apart tags. These are cut apart tags that you could even make that, yeah. So there's lots of possibilities in this. So anyway, let's go ahead and get started. So I am, for the first time in my life, I'm going to go on a cruise. So this is going to be my beginning page for my layout. And because it is, and what I'll do is, if I don't like this, I'm going to flip it over. I'm going to add a little bit of gray granite just around the white spaces so that it looks like I'm purposeful. So my title, of course, I made in Cricut Design Space, and I just placed, yeah, you can press a button and it gives you this little outline. So I'm going to try this out because nothing is worse. I'm a little concerned that this might be a little dark. So how I do this is I just put it on the mat, and then I'm going to try it out on this and see if I like it, if it's too. See, that just adds a little, because you wouldn't have a suitcase just sitting there. That makes it look like there's kind of dirt around there. So I'm going to put a little bit of the gray around here, and I'm just sponging a little bit just to add some texture. If you have some fun background stamps, you could do that as well. So that's going to be for my things to sit in. And I'm going to put a little bit down here as well. I know that some people don't like white. I really like white. I think it helps kind of center your pictures. And I'm going to put a little bit right here. And I like the sponge because it's not very dark. And I was a little heavier handed here, but that's where my sign is going. So when my sign is going to, I'm going to put the three, we stop at 3 different places. If you needed to, you could add some more. So if we had 4 ports of call, I could make this longer. I could add an arrow up to the top, but I believe we have 3, so that was just perfect. So I'm going to go ahead and put this here. Oh, and that's the back side of the paper. Oops. These you have to press hard. Okay, I'm going to press that right here. And then, of course, I need my little, we've got our traveling thing. I'm going to have that one flat, and then this one I'm going to pop up a little bit. So one suitcase I'm going to have flat. And of course, I'm still using my silly little things that I found while I was cleaning. I found so much stuff. I found like 9 gel pens, and it was kind of funny. When you clean, you find all these things. Saves you lots of money. Okay, I'm going to use pop dots on this. I'm using my pop dots from my shaker cards that I bought from close to my heart when I was still in there. So here's my little backpack. I'm going to put that right there. And the other thing you need to know is, because I have placeholders, because I haven't taken my pictures, I kind of I don't do that very often. I do not just make pages without pictures very often. But this is okay, because then I'll know there's on our cruise there's like 3 different sets of family members that's going with us, so I'll take each set. And this one, I'm thinking I might even have my tickets here or something. So I'm changing my journaling, and I didn't want to get it too specific just in case something happens and I don't get to go, and then I've made all those things for a trip I didn't go on. Okay, so I'm going to put this one here. All the places we can go, like Dr. Seuss. So I've been reading. My friend April did a very nice blog. So if you have not read her blog, she talks about titles and how to make each scrapbook layout unique, and one of the ways is titles. And I'm really going to be focusing on titles in the near future. Okay, so these I'm going to, I guess we're visiting Oregon because I've got my umbrella. I'm going to put this one, and there's this cute little, if you look on hers, they have a little travel on the taller one, and I'm going to put the heart right there. Isn't that like the most perfect? I mean, doesn't it look like she just made this? Thank you, Miss Vikki, for making this perfect layout for my paper pack here. Stampin' Up! Will have to give you a bonus for making such a fun layout for this paper. And I will probably add a little bit more bling. I don't bling up my pages. I used to kind of apologize all the time because I don't really do them. I don't do super embellished things, but that's just a style, and it's okay. I like my books to lay flat, and yeah. Okay, so this one, I think actually this one's supposed to sit in here because when I trimmed it off, I'm going to have that one sit there because I didn't want to waste the paper. So when I was cutting out icons, but yeah, this would be fun for, I'm not a card maker, but if you were, this would be a fun one to do. Fun paper pack. Okay, so I will leave the information if you do not have a Stampin' Up! Person. I will leave the information in case you want to order if you're in Idaho. We are kind of an active group. You can reach out to me and I'll tell you what we got going on. Alright, so this was super quick. It is my second oops! I forgot my backpack. Oh, you know, and that would be just like me. I'm going to have that one right there. Someone almost forgot the backpack. And I'm going to put that one right there. That would probably be me. And I'll add some more of these fun little hearts and things, but I don't know what my pictures will be, so I'll have my arrows. So that is on there. And so eventually I will have like arrows that could go to different information. But these were fun. So I bought the bundle. And I guess you need your, I'm going to have that sitting right there. I love this umbrella. Maybe because I'm an Oregonian. I'm going to put this there. Right there. Alright. And it might need a little bit. I might think I might add a couple little pieces of, like maybe a couple banners, because that is kind of bare in there. I'm going to add, so on the close-up you'll see that I will have added a little something right here just to give it, because I don't have the mixed media and it is kind of plain, but I'm actually pretty happy with, oops, once again my umbrella has fallen down. Okay, I meant for it to go like that. Okay, alright, so that is day 24. I don't think I'm going to get to day 25 today, but I hope if I do 2 a day, I might actually catch in time and finish with everyone else. Well, I hope you have a great day. I hope you will like and subscribe, and we will talk to you later. Thanks so much.